If you're watching this, if you clicked on this, that is not by chance, my friend. That is not a coincidence. That is because your soul wanted you to know something. It wanted you to have this message. Your success is inevitable. This video simply wouldn't have come across your feed. Otherwise, you would not be a match to its frequency. Your success is inevitable. So as of filming this, we literally just entered the year of the fire horse in the Chinese zodiac. This is a very, very special time, a reset point, if you will, personally, collectively, for all of humanity. This is huge. And if you're seeing this, you are a front runner in humanity's ascension process. Likely, you have been working so freaking hard. Yeah? You have been working so hard, doing work no one else wants to do, and not necessarily physical work, though maybe it manifests that way too for you, but energetic work, right? You're the black sheep, the cycle breaker, the chosen one, the one that has kind of taken all of your family's ancestral karma onto your back, and you're like, yes, I will be the one to break the cycle. And it's a thankless job, isn't it? It's a thankless job. Often when you're on this path, you have a really, really, really rough life, a challenging life with very little to show for all of the work that you put in energetically. However, that is changing now, my friends. That is changing. The tides have turned. And so I invite you to sit down, relax, and just really receive this, absorb this activation, this frequency, this energy, this message, let it percolate, and see what it sparks for you today. And first, for those of you who don't know me, my name's Hannah, and I empower you to empower yourself. And so today it's my intention to do that through this little energy update, if you will, now that we've officially jumped into the year of the fire horse. I will say this is very, very native for me. This energy, I know it inside and out. I live it, I embody it. This is my life because I am a year of the horse native. And also I have like tons of fire in my astrology. I'm a fire person, okay? And so it's my hope to kind of share with you what you can expect with this energy so you can work with it in the most empowered way possible. As I keep saying, with these energies, you can literally see this year as if we all had our own personal horse that we are riding. And if you are conscious, if you are working with the energies in alignment, in flow, in alignment with your soul, in alignment with your authenticity, if you're taking inspired actions, this is about to be an amazing year. You're about to be taking that horse for a ride. That horse is going to take you for a ride. You know, you're going to go on some epic adventure, getting into this flow state, just being free riding this horse. But for those of you who are not, and probably it's not you if you're watching this video, but it could be at times, all of us, we all have these moments. Some are going to instead be dragged by this horse, and it's going to be a very bumpy ride. And you can trust we're all going to get to where we need to go. Your success is inevitable. How that ride looks for you, though, that's entirely up to you. You are being asked now. Your soul wanted you to watch this video because you are being asked to be an active participant in this creation process. So you are birthing something right now. And maybe, I got mad chills. Maybe you can feel it. Maybe you can feel it. Own it in the comments. Share it with us. Claim it. Claim it as yours. Plant the seeds out into the physical reality. What is the thing, the main thing? Because there's probably many things, but right now, what is the number one thing you are birthing into the world? Because rest assured, friend, you are birthing something. Maybe you don't even realize it. You're I don't know what you're talking about, Hannah. I don't know what you're talking about. You will. Just surrender, go with the flow, and let the horse lead you to victory. And it will. It will. Your success is inevitable. So you're being asked to be an active participant in the creation, in the manifestation of this thing that you're birthing. So if you're just sitting around in hermitdom, meditating all the time and just doing shadow work all the time, that's no longer going to cut it, I'm afraid. Maybe you're used to doing that. I'm certainly used to doing that at times. I'm coming off of a period of this for sure. And there are times for that. There's seasons for that. But this is not that time. This is the year of the fire horse, friends. This is the time to take inspired action. So this is the key message. This, if you take nothing else away from this video, it is this: inspired action, inspired action, inspired action is the name of the game this year. What is inspired action? Inspired action is a merging of feminine and masculine energies. It is a merging of the spiritual energetic realm and the physical 3D realm. It is the two coming together in divine union. So likely you have maybe you've noticed in your personal life, in the lives of others, maybe you've heard other teachers talking about this. This year, it is so important to harmonize and balance the feminine and masculine energies within yourself, okay? This is the number one most important thing you can do this year. And how do you do that? Inspired action. It's really that simple. So the feminine part, the spiritual part, that's the inspired part. This is inspiration. This is where you get to consume, you get to receive, you get to go slow, you get to be still, you get to take those baths, you get to meditate and be in hermitdom, sleep, watch TV shows, whatever you want to do. Take showers. Showers is a good place. And you receive. In nourishing yourself, you receive. You open the space to receive downloads from the spiritual realms, from the higher realms, yeah? And then you get that hit, that inspiration, that spark. It's a spark, yeah? Fire horse, spark. You get that spark, that God spark of knowing, oh yeah, this feels good. This feels aligned. Maybe you can feel it. I'm trying to transmit that frequency as I talk to you. It's like this expansive feeling, yeah? It could be scary. Not gonna lie to you. It could be a scary feeling. However, there's probably also a little excitement to it, at least if this is the right feeling. It's like, oh God, I can't believe it's that, but oh my gosh, yes, it's that. I can't wait. That's how you know you found it, okay? And so when you have that inspiration, this is where most people on the spiritual path up until now have gotten stuck. And this is what has kept most of us looping in survival mode, looping in poverty, in separation, just struggling in this physical world. And that is action, action, action. So then you have the inspiration, you take action from the energy of inspiration. That is so important. That is so important because a lot of people hear this, myself included initially, and I think again, it's very programmed in the spiritual, in the conscious collective, especially because it's been a way to sabotage us and to keep us playing small, to keep us as slaves, to keep us out of our power, because the power really lies here. Action coupled with the inspiration, of course, the merging of the feminine and the masculine. So the truth is that the action that you want to take here, it's not going to feel like this obligation, like this thing you have to do, this thing you should do. It's not going to feel like this contraction, this like slave energy, yeah, like you're forced into something and you have to force yourself to do something, because if you don't, oh my gosh, you're never going to get out of survival mode. You're never going to manifest your dreams. Can you feel, let's just release that. Can you feel that like fear energy, that control? It's contracting, isn't it? That's not the energy we take action from. If you take action, in fact, from that energy, which is what most of us have been doing, it's what most people act from, is the survival mode, you're gonna loop again and again and again. You're gonna loop and it becomes its own personal hell. So the key here is to get the inspiration and take action only from the inspiration, okay? And then when you take that, you trust that. Again, it could be scary. Probably it's going to be an action. If it's truly inspired, it's going to be at least a little out of your comfort zone. Because as I teach to my audience, your comfort zone equals your stagnant zone. If you're in your comfort zone, you are literally in a zone of stagnancy. So in order to break free from this holding space you've been in, it's going to require you to get just a little, at least, just a tiny little bit out of your comfort zone. Yeah? Are you with me? Are you with me? Let me know. Let me know in the comments. I like my interaction. I like my engagement with y'all, even when I'm just speaking to a camera, as I am now, and there's no one else on the other side right now, live in any case. I know time doesn't exist, so y'all are there. Y'all are with me right now, even though we're all going to be engaging with this content at different times, right? But in any case, this was the message. This is the key, friends. Inspired action. This is going to lead to such wonderful miracles for you this year. Really, actually, can you feel it? It gets to be different this time. And if immediately you're triggered by that, because I know a lot of people hear that and they're like, oh, but I'm so tired, Hannah, but I'm so tired. Everyone always says that nothing ever changes. And you get really fatalistic about it. And trust me, I know that feeling. I go there many times myself, but know that that is also the ego trying to keep you in a loop. It's trying to keep you in survival mode. Probably, again, if you really evaluate, in the past, the reason things weren't different was because to some level, you were taking action out of obligation. You were not taking true inspired action out of just pure joy, pure authenticity with your soul. Maybe even like you lied to yourself. I certainly did. I lied to myself, and I thought I had many projects over the year, passion projects that I poured everything into, and I thought this was the thing. And I was so crushed, so heartbroken when those passion projects, they did not pan out at all. They just died. They died. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm betrayed by the universe. Oh, nothing ever works out for me. Boo-hoo. I'm a poor little victim. Well, now, friends, that I have the perspective, I can see those passion projects that I have. Sure, there was a passion there, but it wasn't my whole passion. It wasn't the wholeness of my authenticity. I was still playing small to some degree. I was still lying to myself, just to a little degree, but still a degree. I wasn't being fully authentic. And you know why? Because I didn't think my full authenticity was allowed. I didn't think that it was safe to be fully authentically me. It did not feel safe. It did not feel possible to manifest the thing I truly actually wanted to manifest. Perhaps you can relate to that. So no, I'll leave you with this. If that is you, it is your time. It is your time, friends. It is safe now. You do get to be you now. In fact, this is the new rule set. This is how the new earth is created. This is the new order of things. The more authentic you are, and the more you're acting from that true authenticity, the more life's gonna work out for you. So, let me know if that resonates with you. If you have any questions on that, always happy to have a little dialogue. I'm curious how the current energies are for y'all. I know for myself, it's still been kind of heavy. I've still been kind of tired, lots of triggering coming up, purging. However, I'm feeling the excitement too. I'm feeling the passion energy getting louder and louder and more exciting. So I'm curious how it's landing with all of y'all. And know, if you're picking up what I'm putting down here, you like these vibes, you want some more continued support, then I would invite you to connect with me and my community in some way. So I have the House of the Spirit Dragon community, which you are always able to join. It's a subscription, but you can cancel at any time. And we're going to be co-creating with the fairies and the flowers in March. Cannot believe that's happening. Never in a million years would have thought I would be hosting classes on working with fairies and talking to flowers, but here we are, friends. This is life. And these are exactly the kind of plot twists and wild card energies that the Year of the Fire Horse is going to bring to you as well. So you're welcome to join us in there. And then if community space is not really your thing, you're still kind of like, I'm still kind of in hermit mode, that might be a bit much for me, I do believe I have some space for some psychic readings and quantum healing sessions this month. So you can book a one-to-one session with me. So the psychic readings, that's if you just want some more guidance. Like, let's say you have a lot of questions, areas where you're lacking clarity in your life, we can certainly get that channeled guidance for you. And then the quantum healing sessions, that's if you feel like there's just like this block, for example, a wound, whether it's a pattern that keeps repeating, let's say, or it's like a physical health thing that you're dealing with. That's when you want to book the quantum healing session. We will together go right to the root, right to the core of that wound, and we will dissolve it, and we will bring in light, and we will reconnect you back with source. So if any of that calls to you, I encourage you to check it out. And either way, friends, I'm sending you so much love as we begin officially now the year of the Fire Horse. This is a very, 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 very exciting time to be alive. Can you feel it? So me and the dragons, and also the horses and the unicorns and the Pegasi, because the horse energy is strong this year, friends. We love you forever. Much love on your journey, and stay powerful.